The hardest thing in marketing is always building brand. It's the most painful thing you can do, right? And the reason for it is
right, okay, so we're just off to go and do a shoot with some of our clients and just get some story content together for them.
We just want to build up some more like portrait story content for our clients, and as their food clients, we're kind of trying to get some like kind of food porn, nice looking videos of food to kind of engage customers and get them to come in and eat some food.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take it with us and we'll see how it goes.
So we're shooting some content for the stories now of lots of chicken, and we've just eaten one of the burgers and it is so nice. So yeah.
Right, so as you can see, we're not in the normal pink room. That's because we're getting a new wall sort of painted today in the pink room. So I'll go in and show you now. It's basically just getting a little sort of inspirational quote on the wall, aren't we?
yeah, it's a quote.
Just to kind of drive.
Just took over that.
Yeah,
bit.
just took over my section.
I apologise.
Yeah,
The
it's
quote
fine.
is a quote that I live by, and I keep going on about it. And the quote is, "If we are not innovating every day, we are dying." And what that means is, as a social media agency, we have to be, at the forefront of change. And what we did yesterday isn't good enough today, because social media changes daily, and that's why we're having it put on the wall. And I'm sure George will kind of show you.
We'll go and have a look right now. We're doing like a weekly vlog, like just showing sort of like stuff that we're doing like throughout the week and that. So did you come up with the design for this wall, or was this sort of like a joint effort with Bilal, or?
Yeah, it was sort of a joint effort. I sent him some ideas originally, and we went for like a paradise theme in the end. Just going back and forth in colours, really.
Yeah.
And he wanted it to be like the pink room at the end.
Yeah.
And now it's that.
It's gonna look sweet though. I think sort of ties it all together, like rather than it just being the one wall,
Yeah, all we're doing now is just watching paint dry. It's really fun.
Literally. Alright, sweet. Cheers, guys.
Right. The hardest thing in marketing, Hannah, is always, and George, is always building brand. It's the most painful thing you can do. Right, and the reason for it is that when you're building brand, you're spending a lot on like advertising the brand, building awareness. That could be, having taxis, underground trains with your branding on. You don't see a return on it straight away, so you can't measure it. But when it clicks and the brand becomes recognizable and you start seeing the long-term impact of it, that's when you know. And a lot of people fail to build a brand because they can't go through the pain of it. And the ones that do go through the pain of it, the likes of Boohoo, PLT, Apple, so many, Gymshark, so many out there, they understand that, and that's why they win. There is no shortcut to it. It's not about putting your brand on a cab or on a London Underground. It's more than that. It needs to be constantly being doing it. Nike, McDonald's, any of these brands don't need to run ads, but they constantly do it, adapting, because it's brands that always win. People buy brands.
Smile. No, thank you.
So we basically, London's gone into tier 3, and what we're going to do right now is, for our clients, is we're going to adapt the strategy, especially for the restaurants we open with, and move on to takeouts. But the way we're going to get around this is, everybody at the moment is spending on Facebook and Instagram, and what we're going to do is we're going to implement local YouTube ads, which we think will work a lot better. Because at the moment everyone's bidding on Facebook and people are just sick of ads on Instagram, Facebook at the time. So we're going to adapt the strategy, move on to YouTube and see what it does. But look, it is what it is. We'll just keep moving and keep adapting. George, that's yours.
Yes, damn right it is. This is what we get treated to in the office.
Yeah, when I've had a of aggression and fucking captions on George.
That's
Brilliant. Yeah.
You're filming someone that's filming.
Inception. What do you think, Hannah? What's going to happen?
tier 2 for Manchester.
Why?
Because I feel like our cases are lower, and the amount of people that have been giving Boris grief about it. But we'll see.
It's kicking
Can
off.
I record you?
Yeah.
I feel like you're never. So what do you think?
I've kind of got mixed feelings about the whole thing because Bilal's now telling me that we're going to be in tier 3 until the end of January.
It's just my opinion. I might be wrong.
I'm hoping it's not true. I've got my fingers crossed that we're going to be in tier 2, but
Yeah.
God knows. I'm really not the one to talk about like this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
too, so
I'm
I just kind of I'll wait and see what
just
happens.
hope. But then again,
Fingers crossed.
we're always going to be in a situation.
while doing everything we can to keep the virus under control. Of the latest tier
Tomorrow.
review.
Tomorrow.
Every other turning point.
So we've just been told that we're going to be in tier 3. Thoughts?
I was expecting it, really.
Yeah. Hannah, did you expect it?
Tier 2 for Manchester.
Well, according to Hannah's Instagram yesterday, no, she didn't expect it.
No, I didn't expect it, but then I kind of thought about it last night, and I was thinking, because it's coming up to Christmas, I feel like they're just going to just keep it how it is, because Manchester people are just going to go a bit crazy then.
Can I just add into this, right?
Yeah, of course.
I think being in tier 3 is fine, but then don't set expectations by saying in 2 weeks we're going to review it, and if you meet this criteria, we'll put you in tier 2, and when you meet the criteria, they don't.
Getting people's hopes up, innit? It's like there's no need,
Not
really.
considering mental health at all.
Yeah, so the first vlog's been live
24 hours,
24
and we
hours.
set a target of hitting 50 organic views. You know, to somebody watching, 50 might not be a lot. For us, starting off small, as a start-up, that's a big number for us. And we might watch this back in a couple of years and might be hitting millions of views, or we might be thinking, fuck, 50 was our peak. We don't know. But we've hit 50, really happy with that. But it's good feedback on it. And look, it's just, we're just putting stuff out there, seeing what people think, and just showing what our vibe is.
Smashed it.